So what is going on, guys? I'm Black Ops Amazing. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at a preview of our final zombies map within Black Ops Cold War, which will be taking place within the campaign mission Red Light, Green Light. We know this because just the other day we got this image by Treyarch over on their official Twitter page. You can see it is the massive structure from the campaign mission. We don't get to see what the inside of it looks like here, and well, comparing it to Mal der Toten, Firebase C, Die Maschine is a little bit different because that wasn't a campaign mission, but all of our other zombies maps are in Cold War, and from what we've seen when you compare them, I would say around 50%, maybe 60% of the map is the same as the campaign, and then the rest of it is changed to fit zombies. It was in Firebase C where the starting room was the same as the campaign. In Mal der Toten, pretty much the whole map was the same. The subway, the outside area, the layout was slightly different, and now in DLC 4 we have the superstructure from the campaign, which we know is set in Ukraine, meaning we can actually go into this mission itself and take a preview, now that we have previous experience, to see what this map more than likely is going to look like. As you can see up on screen now, I did the exact same thing for Mal der Toten. You guys seem to really enjoy it, and it gave you a good idea of what the map was going to look like before it came out. So let's do it again for DLC 4. Like I said, the map itself is set in the Soviet Republic of Ukraine, and it was a secret Spetsnaz training facility used to train the Soviets ready for a war on America. Judging from this zombies teaser, we will be able to go both outside and inside of the building. And I did say yesterday, this is probably one of my favourite campaign missions because you will see in just a minute that inside of this building is very, very cool because it's a training facility meant to prepare the Russians for an invasion on America. What they've done is set up fake American cities with inside of it. I guess so they could get used to the layout before they actually travel there and do the operation for real. The outside area, I would say, isn't too interesting. It is a night map, so I'd expect just like Mal der Toten, DLC 4 is going to be set at night as well, which I'm pretty happy with. It definitely gives you a better vibe when you compare it to daytime maps such as Firebase C or Die Maschine. As long as there's enough lights and the visibility is good, then I have no problem with that. As we move indoors, what I'm really hoping is they don't change the layout of this section. This is probably the only time I'll ever say this, but I really hope they keep this portion from the campaign pretty much exactly the same in Zombies, just because this is what makes this campaign mission so good. The colour, it's just cool knowing that the map takes place in the Ukraine, yet it feels like it's in America, especially all of the neon lights. It really gives you that 80s vibe. To me, it almost feels like the Miami map from multiplayer. But yeah, if you just look up, you can see the building is absolutely massive. And this is really only the main playable area. However, when you progress through the mission, there are other American cities set up in this building. So maybe for the zombies map, Treyarch could cut parts of the map out, stitch them together, and make the other cities more playable than what they are in the campaign mission. You can see we have Burger Shot, a pizza place, an arcade, there is a helicopter in the sky. It's just very, very cool, and judging by the intel, it looks like they might not change too much because there is this document we can find which is a part of Omega, and it reads, Progress Report, Operation Izbavitelь, Test Site Anna. Colonel, after several weeks, I believe I have fully triangulated Sergeant Kazimir Zaikov's position within the Dark Ether. Having spent as much time as he has there, he is uniquely embedded deep within the other reality. It's no wonder he needs the help he does to make it back home. This won't be easy. We'll need to harness primordial ether energy to generate enough power to bring him back. To that point, I believe Test Site Anna is our best option to run this operation. If that sounds familiar, it was used as one of our initial test facilities for Operation Inversia last winter. As such, it's already equipped to handle excess amounts of Ethereum energy and is the only facility with a power grid large enough for an operation of this scale. So I guess when I say best option, what I really mean is only option. With your approval, I'll begin preparations to move all necessary equipment to the new facility. We can begin construction on the machine immediately. Dr. William Peck. So this building, which they called Test Site Anna, was originally used to train the Soviets for an attack on America. However, Omega also used it initially for Operation Inversia, which we know was to do with the inversion warheads. So because the facility was already equipped with Ethereum and stuff for that project, and because it was the only place with a power grid large enough to hold an operation of this scale, it wasn't necessarily the best option, it was the only option. This was the only place that was capable of holding a machine that could bring Zykov home. It was the only place that could give the machine enough power and already had all of the necessary equipment. From that then we can guess there will be a few new things within this facility that we didn't see in the campaign, such as the machine to bring Zykov home, loads of Ethereum equipment, and probably stuff to do with Operation Inversion. This new operation to do with bringing Zykov home, Omega are calling Operation Izbavitelь, and there is another document we can find within Season 5 Reloaded which says this. As of now, all ongoing operations across all departments are suspended until further notice. This includes physiotronics, exoscientific phenomena, necroanalytics and tactical operations at all outposts, including the Ural Mountains. All resources and personnel are to be diverted in support of Operation Izbavitelь. Each department will receive specific instructions shortly as to their new role within this operation. Teams will be asked to redeploy to Redacted, by Redacted. Each department is expected to complete their transition without delay. Please note that this measure is temporary. If our schedule is kept, all departments can expect a return to normal operations by Redacted. Skeleton crews will remain at each outpost with armed support to ensure our facility remains under Omega control. I know this move may come to a shock to many of you. As your commanding officer, I can assure you that this was not an easy decision to make, but it is a necessary one. Operation Izbavitail will determine the future of Spetsgroup Omega. It is an effort we must undertake together, united as one. Its success will secure supremacy for the Soviet Union. It will be an honour to serve by your side as we achieve a better tomorrow. We will face adversity, we will have monumental hardship that must be overcome, but we will persevere. We were the first, we were the last. So that is a message from the commanding officer of Omega, who is Kravchenko, and he is diverting everyone from all of the different departments within Omega. They are to leave their current work and all work together on Operation Izbavitail. That's how important it is, and well, we know that because the whole storyline in DLC 4 is going to revolve around Requiem and Omega racing against one another to rescue Zykov from the Dark Ether. Whoever rescues him first gains his knowledge. Because Zykov has been trapped within the Dark Ether since the 1940s, he knows, well, pretty much everything about that place, how it works. He knows more about Ethereum and the Dark Ether than anyone. Let's not forget he also knows about the Forsaken, the One. He's told both Requiem and Omega he knows how to kill it, so whoever rescues Zykov from the Dark Ether first gains ultimate knowledge. They will know what he knows, and with that, they could use it for whatever. Omega could use Zykov's knowledge to harness the power of the Dark Ether for themselves, whereas Requiem wouldn't want that information to get into their hands, so it's whoever can rescue him first. We've already seen from another document by Omega that their intentions aren't what they said. They told Zykov they want to kill the Forsaken, where in reality, they don't. What they want to do with him, we don't exactly know, but I would guess maybe get him on their side, maybe convince him to destroy the West or try and harness his powers for themselves, but they don't want to kill him like Zykov's believes. So that's Omega's intentions, but as far as Requiem go, well, there's another document which is from them. This one is called Operation First Domino, and it reads May 12th, 1985. Memorandum for Carver, Gray and Strauss. From Weaver. We have received approval to proceed with Operation First Domino. This will be a joint operation between all departments, led by field operations, with containment and security, energy research and unnatural sciences, acting in a support capacity. While we are all still in a preparation phase, we anticipate deploying our strike team no later than 1 month's time. We have received intelligence that Omega is proceeding with Operation Izbavitail, an operation, Redacted. We received documentation on this from Redacted, who recently contacted our director. We have independently verified this documentation. We have also identified the location of Operation Izbavitail as Redacted in Redacted with the assistance of field asset Pau de Keg. I understand your suspicions, but I am told they are to be trusted in this instance. Our mission is to intercept and take Redacted into custody before Omega. They are the only one capable of stopping Redacted. We are going to need all hands on deck for this one. If our understanding of Operation Izbavitail is correct, Omega is putting all of their eggs into one interdimensional basket. If we blow up this basket, it's the beginning of the end for Omega and our Ethereum arms race, while also helping us prepare for the greater threat that lies ahead. So yeah, we can pretty much make out what a lot of the redacted information within there is, where they talk about their mission is to intercept and take Redacted. Of course, that's Zykov. When they say he's the only one capable of stopping Redacted, they mean the Forsaken. This whole map revolves around the strike team being sent into Ukraine, into this massive superstructure where Omega have built a device to try and bring Zykov home, and it seems like they're going to try and use it for themselves to bring him home first. But we know and we are suspicious of the fact that Zykov might actually not be him anymore. We know one of the Forsaken's abilities is to change his appearance to manipulate people, and so it may not be Zykov Requiem or Omega end up bringing home. Instead, it will be the Forsaken. Maybe they will unknowingly allow him to enter our reality, not knowing that Zykov is him. And then there is one final radio transmission for DLC 4 where we have Carver talking to our strike team, telling them what is at stake and what's probably going to happen when this is all over.
Strike team, damn is it good to have you back in the field. You know, after Berlin, a few Requiem folks were wondering if you'd be up for redeployment. Not your old friend Mac, never a doubt in my mind. We need you out there, now more than ever. Satellite surveillance shows the outbreak zones are expanding, slowly, but they're growing nonetheless. It's those damn terraforming crystals. They're shaking up the whole landscape. The phase is making it uninhabitable. For us, anyway. Shit. Wouldn't surprise me if one day soon the OZs just started collapsing. Look. I gotta level with you. Soldier to soldier. Omega, the Forsaken. Something's going down here. General the office is that we're headed towards some sort of conclusion. Act 3 time. If all goes well, the next operation will be the beginning of the end. So let me ask you, what about us? The shit we're in right now, this interdimensional warfare, we're well beyond classified here. You don't just get to walk away from this. So once this is over, once the good guys win, where are we going from here?
So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. As always, hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, drop a like rating. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and as always, we'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye.